Why did a world-renowned fitness influencer suddenly vanish from the internet, abandoning his social media accounts with over 5 million followers and leaving no trace? From the outside, William Lee looked like he was living the life that most of us could only dream of, gaining millions of views each video, living in Thailand, and owning a majorly successful business. However, on the inside, William was suffering, and to find out why, we need to look at the events leading up to his disappearance. Although he's now ripped and one of the most loved fitness influencers, William Lee started his YouTube channel like every other kid in the mid-2010s by uploading Minecraft videos under the name William Coconuts. He just seemed like the average kid uploading random videos to YouTube and playing video games such as League of Legends, but there was much more potential. After years of not much activity online, he created his TikTok account, and at the start of 2021, he uploaded his first video with some seriously questionable fitness advice.
This is the one secret to losing weight that no personal trainer, fitness coach, or anyone will tell you. Break up with her.
He would have been around 20 years old at the time of this TikTok and was already in great shape, especially for his age. He continued uploading fitness tips and self-help videos to TikTok while showing off his transformation, going from looking like this into this, proving that following his fitness advice, you too could achieve a similar transformation. He eventually shifted from his relationship advice and sad boy era into more focused TikToks around fitness and nutrition, which saw his follower count explode, and by the end of 2021, he was almost at 1 million followers. He decided to cash in and launched his website, shreddedkings.com, selling smelling salts and a blueprint on how to achieve his shredded physique, which may actually cause him problems in the future. Nevertheless, William's online popularity began to skyrocket. After showing what he used to look like, going from a gamer kid into a shredded fitness influencer, people were taking notice and found his transformation relatable and inspiring. His audience engagement, high quality fitness advice, and his shredded physique shot William to over 3.8 million followers on TikTok, with some of his fitness videos getting tens of millions of views on a single video. This growth led him to expand his brand, and he started posting on Instagram and YouTube, racking up millions of followers on both of those platforms too. William seemed like he genuinely wanted to help people, but this fame had started to draw criticism. His videos have been called bro science, as he gives questionable advice, such as doing close grip push-ups every day will be enough to give you a chest and arms like his. People in the Natty or Not subreddit are almost certain that William is on steroids too, with his year-round single-digit body fat and his insane physique. One of the biggest online personal trainers in the world, James Smith, made a video criticizing William, questioning whether he was actually fit to give this advice, or if he was in this position simply because he looked good.
Something called the swimmer's body illusion. Imagine someone, if you will, that wants to get in shape. They think the bodybuilders look too swollen and stupid, and they think runners look too skinny and miserable. They go, oh, swimmers, they've got amazing physiques, I'll start swimming. 3, 4, 5 months in, they realize they don't look like a swimmer. They're like, what the fuck is up? They then come to realize that swimmers don't look the way they do because they swim because of the way they look.
James brought up valid points, but William made a very rare move and actually responded to James's video on him. He fought back against James and has said that all he wanted to do was spread a positive message and change the lives of young men.
I see what James is trying to say, but the overall message of it's mainly genetics is something I don't agree with. It just makes me sad that millions of kings are gonna watch his video and get discouraged from working out and having a healthy diet because this video makes it seem like it's impossible and that you're just genetically predisposed to look a certain way. King, I just want you to know that you can do it.
A lot of people supported William in his defense, but James had opened the floodgates. More and more criticism found its way to William in his comment sections, in Reddit forums, and throughout the entire internet. Nowhere was safe from comments about him or his videos. William was starting to feel the pressure. The constant need to look shredded all year, the relentless comments about his advice and his appearance were starting to take its toll. He left his homeland of Canada for Thailand in order to film content and for the warm weather to help his veins pop in videos. However, he barely filmed any content, and on October 21st, 2022, we would find out why, with William uploading a seriously worrying video titled "Opening Up About My Depression." William explained why he'd barely filmed any content, confessing that he's felt no energy or motivation to film, and compared how he was feeling to a depressive episode he had in the previous year.
I was going through some really dark times. I was really depressed, and I feel the exact same thing happening again. I feel so alone, I feel so unmotivated, like I don't even want to go to the gym, and that's why I've been gone. I just don't think that I have the energy.
He also opened up about his deep insecurities, admitting things that many wouldn't, such as wearing raised shoes in order to make himself appear taller, and even contemplating taking testosterone in order to maintain his physique.
One thing I need to get off my chest is like literally my height. I wear these height insoles and it boosts my height. I feel like I'm such an insecure person, but people don't see that. They think, oh, he's a fitness influencer. He probably is narcissistic or whatever. That's probably the furthest from the truth.
It seemed as though William Lee was caught in a cycle of his own doing. He needed to sell his diet plans to make a living, and in order to sell the diet plans, he needed to prove they worked by keeping a lean physique. But in doing so, he was destroying his mental health and constantly had no energy. It seemed like it was getting too much for William, and he was at his breaking point. On the outside, he had a perfect life, but inside, he was breaking, and it was all getting too much. On November 13th, 2022, William Lee uploaded a video to his YouTube channel with a 7-Eleven eating challenge, and since then, has not uploaded anything since. His TikTok tells a similar story, with the last upload coming on the 17th of January 2023, and since then, he's gone completely dark. No one had heard from him, he hadn't been seen at all, and there were no answers online. Months went by, and people started to wonder what had happened. Multiple TikToks, Reddit threads, and even large creators started to plead with William Lee to reach out if he needs someone to talk to, with Johnny Shreve leading the line with his concern and his theories into why William has went dark.
William, if you're out there, reach out to me, hit me up. I'll listen. If you need an ear, you need a shoulder, let me know. And I make sure I put my time into me. Love your work, it's fine, but you gotta give time to yourself first, and then the rest of your life you have to. You will burn out. William Lee's burnt out again.
Over the past year, there have been sightings of William, with him appearing in the back of this TikTok, looking happy and healthy. But since then, there still hasn't been any word from William himself. William has seemingly abandoned his channels with over 5 million followers, but why did he feel the need to do this? There are multiple theories as to why William felt the need to disappear off the internet, with the prevailing theory that he suffered a mental health crisis. In this Reddit thread talking about his disappearance, a commenter pointed out how his life sounded like torture. He's afraid that if he goes on a bulk and is no longer shredded, he'll lose followers. But you can tell he does not feel good physically either, because the guy was only eating less than 1,500 calories year round to maintain his physique. Torture, if you ask me. In Coach Greg's Natty or Not video, he's talked about the dangers of maintaining his physique year round. William risked low libido, low energy, and most concerning of all, low testosterone, which will affect his mood.
Being 6% body fat or less for most people is going to be a horrible experience mentally and physically. You're going to be starving all the time, not have enough energy, not able to sleep well, and experience lower or loss of libido. This is a result of having lower testosterone levels and simply not giving your body the calories it needs.
The issue is not just tied to William, and is in fact part of a larger issue. Millions of young men around the world feel pressure to be in perfect shape all the time, an issue which is amplified with the growth of fitness influencers on social media. Body dysmorphia is an issue that William has experienced before, and is probably something that you have experienced too if you've ever went to the gym or consumed much fitness content online. However, for these influencers, with the constant social pressure and the need to post your content every single day, the issue is massive. I've spoken about this in videos before, but we need to remember that social media is not real life. From the outside, William Lee had the perfect life, but the actual story was much different. Obviously, we don't know what happened to William, and this is all speculation, but we have made some educated guesses. I genuinely hope William is taking time off for positive reasons, and that when or if he comes back to social media, he can do so in a way he enjoys. And if you want to know more about fitness influencers online, click the video that's on your screen now, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a video.
And so highly recommend you go and follow Big Craig, 31,000 followers.